Virgo. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope the meditation isn't too loud. But right now, Virgo, I feel like I just need to sit with you in this Palo Santo and just take some deep breaths before we begin. I am not gonna lie, Virgo, I almost did not make it today for your reading. The energies are very heavy for you and for the collective, where the entire collective is in South Node. We all have our South Node in Virgo. I feel like I'm yelling now. We all have our South Node in Virgo, and it moved into the Virgo South Node axis on 1/11 this year. And the South Node is about releasing all that you're afraid of, the karmas. Karma isn't necessarily bad, but it's about the cause and effect of everything. Virgo, you are the house of, you are the sign of organization and practicality. And in the shadow aspect of a Virgo, it can be very perfectionistic, very controlling, obsessive controlling. But Virgo, you are also extremely loving and giving. And as we are all in this South Node in Virgo, welcome on everyone. We are definitely in the feels. Specifically this week, we are approaching the solar eclipse, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, our first new moon of the astrological new year. We are officially in Aries season. We have transitioned into Aries, and this eclipse energy is intense. We have a retrograde stellium. Welcome on everyone. Glad you all are here. If y'all are feeling this retrograde stellium, whether you are sun, moon, or rising Virgo, whether you have Virgo strongly in your chart, we are all in South Node Virgo. So this is a collective read. We are definitely, yes, clearing out karmic ties. I wish I could read everyone's comments, but from the distance that I'm at, I really can't see everything. But we're closing and clearing out a lot of karmic endings. South Node is that karma. I know I've already said it, but there's a lot of energy coming up right now. So I just want to sit with you, Virgo, and I just want to, before we get into the tarot, before we get into the energies for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the collective, and from spirit, get some messages from spirit. I really have been needing to take a lot of deep breaths. Today I was in some deep deep energy transmuting. There are a lot of energies. Now listen, you guys, if you are not an empath yourself, if you are not a reader, if you are not a highly sensitive person, you may not understand this. But for those of my highly sensitive people, those of my empaths, those of my readers who understand that working with energy is not something small, okay? Working with energy, transmuting energy, alchemizing energy from the low frequencies of fear and hate and doubt and anger and moving through grief and karma, especially in a world, especially in the density of the collective that I'm in North America and then in the United States, with all that all countries all over the world, we all have this collective density, but there is just a lot, and everyone has their densities of their energies where they're at. But if you are a highly sensitive empath and you work with energy as you're on a day-to-day, if you work with energy as a reader, if you are a healer, there are days like today where you can't show up 100%. There are days where you feel everything. And there are days where the best you can do is purge, is release, because that is the depths, the darkness that people don't talk about when it comes to energy healing and energy working. That has to be purged. It has to be released. It has to go. It has to be eclipsed out. And so, whatever you're going through, I feel you. Whatever you are purging out, allow. And this is a very specific message to my Virgos. It is okay. It is okay to not be perfect. It is okay to show up to the arena battered, broken, and bruised, because it is in the showing up, in your imperfections, in your drowning in your emotions, that is when the vulnerability, that's when the true pure essence of who you are gets to be seen. And that is the most vulnerable and the most beautiful part of this human experience, is for us to be able to see each other. Not when we're a-okay, not when we're perfect. That doesn't mean going around and ripping people's head off and screaming and hurting people. This means allowing yourself to be in that raw, vulnerable space where the tears come up, the parts of us that we have been shunning down since childhood, because we were told that feeling emotions was wrong, because we were told that crying was bad, was weak. Virgo, in the collective, for all of us as we're clearing this karma, it is okay to show up. Tooth and nail, battered, broken, bruised, 9 of Wands energy. Even my cat, Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, is out here saying yes. Anytime he cuts through the videos, that's my grandma. That's somebody's grandma. That's my grandma's spirit, earth angel, saying, it's okay. I am here. You are not alone. Your guides, your ancestors, all are with you. So Virgo, I'm going to tap into your heart space, and then we're going to pull some cards. But before I do, let me have some tea. I didn't even cheers. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. Let me introduce myself. My name is Princess Leah. I'm an intuitive artist and healer. I pull from the highest frequencies, from spirit, through the methods of performing arts, healing arts, to heal the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. On my YouTube channel, I usually do a lot of tarot, and I'm always downloading prophetic messages, and sometimes you may see me downloading them through music or dance or writing. I also am a tea maker, and I handcraft fruit-infused herbal tea from my FemRems apothecary. So if you ever book a session with me for your tea and tarot soul session, you will receive a 1-ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea. If you are in the United States, it'll be shipped to you directly. So, I hope you have your tea, because we're about to get into this energy right now. We're about to get into the tea of what's going on with you, Virgo babies. Cheers. All right. Go ahead and place your hand on your heart, and we're going to tap into this heart chakra bowl, sound bowl. Any messages that come through for you are for you. Tony just knocked over his food plate. He's been pacing back and forth looking for more food, even though I just fed him right before this show. So maybe that every message that comes through during the channel is a message for someone. So maybe you're feeling hungry even if you just got fed. Maybe you are feeling like a bottomless pit, like nothing is fulfilling you, fully filling you. And maybe you're feeling frustrated that you just want to knock the plate over because there's so many emotions right now in this lack of fulfillment. And I feel very emotional, feeling this anger, this rage, because maybe you've held it in. Maybe you've been frustrated with not getting your needs met. Fully. Just breathe, Virgo. Just breathe. I'm hearing Spirit say, look for where your blessings are instead of where they are not. And Count your blessings. I'm hearing the song Count My Blessings by Nas and Damian Marley. I count my blessings. I don't know how the rest of it goes, but it's just a song of his blessings. I've got new health insurance. Maybe someone's got new health insurance. But I'm hearing, Virgo, right now, especially right now, when you're feeling like things are not perfect, when you feel like karmic endings are coming to its expiration date, when you're feeling like you have to release things that are not fulfilling for you, count your blessings in the midst of the things that are being released so that you don't forget that you are still supported by divine. And it's also okay to sit in the space of anger and rage. Those are emotions that are important and normal to have. They will direct you emotions are our directions of where we need to move closer towards our soul, our highest vibration, where it's not aligning. So don't bypass or ignore or shove it under or shut it up just because you feel like it's bad or wrong. It's not the emotion that you're feeling that's bad or wrong. It's important to allow yourself to feel those things. They're valid. It's how we feel those things. It's the reaction and the response and how we show those emotions. If we're hurting ourselves, if we're hurting others, that's where Spirit is saying the disconnection and the continual karma comes in. But sitting with yourself, allowing yourself to feel, to cry, a lot of times the anger is underneath hurt. Anger is the easiest emotion to feel. And when you are clearing out and releasing and ending old expired soul contracts, when you're breaking up with people and friends and jobs, there comes loss, and loss needs grief to be processed. And anger is one of those steps. So if you need to take space to yourself, safe space, put yourself in a safe room and punch your pillow and scream and flail on the bed like a banshee. Make sure you are safe to do so, Virgo. Make sure you allow yourself the space to do so. If you need to go walk in the woods and scream at the top of your lungs, allow yourself to do so. It has to come up to purge. The Kundalini is rising, and that means all of those emotions have to be released. The emotions that have been stagnant and stuck and blocked. The low emotions of fear and doubt and shame and guilt. When you recognize that you've been suppressing your emotions for so long, when you realize that you have been ignoring your needs for so long and that you've been settling for unfulfillment for so long, yes, they need to be released. And yes, those emotions will come up. Honor them, because when you let them come up, then you get to the next emotion, which is the sadness, which is the hurt. And then when you let those come up, then you get to the next higher frequency, which is, There's a lot of steps, right? There's a lot of emotions, that layers that need to come through. Of, you might feel indifference, you might feel a sense of numbness, you might feel a sense of shame and guilt, and you might feel a sense of you might then be able to move into depression and peace, acceptance eventually. Hold yourself in loving kindness through every step, Virgo. I know this is a really long heart chakra, but this is where Spirit wants to go right now. Hold yourself in loving kindness, Virgo. You are still lovable, even in all of your emotions, even if it makes other people uncomfortable. That's why you need to give yourself privacy and safe space to release them. Go to a kickboxing class or something like that. One of those breaking, shattering rooms where you can just take a bat and shatter shit. Like, whatever you need to do, make sure that you give yourself the safe space to do it. Whatever you do, do not hold it in any longer, Spirit says. Thank you. Whatever you do, Virgo, do not hold it in any longer, okay? Wow, we're 22 minutes in. I have not pulled one single card, but that's okay. It's okay. The messages needed to come through the way that they needed to come through. My little shuffleboard. I feel like my legs are about to go numb, so bear with me as I try to stretch them out. Okay. Skirts are so fun. All right. Again, Virgo, this is not about being perfect. This is not about showing up all the time with a big old smile. This is not about constantly having to be positive. There is a such thing as toxic positivity. So, this is your message. It's okay to get it messy. It's okay to not be perfect. Look, the Chariot card, the whole thing. It's okay if you don't know exactly when to go and where to go. It's okay. I really hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, the Crone of Swords at the bottom for the Divine Feminine, Virgo. The Crone of Swords being honest with yourself that you might be feeling foolish. Being honest with yourself, the Fool card, Virgo Feminine, that this might feel like a fool's journey, like you are being foolish for taking the leap, for showing up imperfect, for showing up when you don't have all of your ish together. But what you're doing right now, Virgo Feminine, you are choosing you. You are making the right decision. There's an eclipse here in this Crone of Swords. And let me get closer. You are choosing that your needs, your desires, your boundaries all matter. And whatever is not going to honor that is being eclipsed out. You're making that final decision for yourself, Feminine. You're listening to the birds singing on the side. So you might have a lot of bird totems that speak to you. And you might be taking lots of deep breaths. You are definitely listening to your higher wisdom. All right? Because there is a journey that you're about to take. And that journey and that decision is coming to an end of the burdens that you've been holding. You have been holding a lot of burdens. Look, there it goes, feeling that unfulfillment of that lack, the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you are casting people out, or you've been casted out, or a relationship has been coming to an end. But what it's doing, Divine Feminine, it's planting seeds. The Seven of Pentacles. Underneath that, it is planting seeds. Planting seeds so that you can grow and be nourished in the divine essence. You can't rush your healing. You can't rush plants to grow any faster. You can't rush. You see, she's with child. You can't rush babies to grow any faster in your belly to be born. You can't even rush babies to grow up any faster, right? You might think you want them to grow up faster, and then you realize that they grow very fast, right? Some of you might be with child, but just know that you're at 0 point, ground zero, the Fool. You might have some Aries in your chart too. You are trusting in this leap, in this path, jumping off bridges and cliffs into the hands of rainbows. Look, and there are those two birds again, three birds. Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Corinne Bailey Rae. Okay, put your records on. That song may be a significant song for you. But they told you you don't need to worry. Let's see where Divine Masculine is, Virgo. You are in this resting period. Welcome on, Madison. Thank you so much. Tenfold back to you. You are in a resting period, Virgo Masculine. Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever it's in your chart, or wherever, however you're listening for a masculine or as a masculine. But the Four of Swords is about preparation. It's about that retrograde energy. Venus, Juno, Mercury are all in retrograde right now, making us reflect on our hearts, on our relationships, on our loves, on our abundance, on our career, on our passion, on our marriages and commitment. Everything is under review right now. So masculine is doing the same. And we all have that masculine energy within us. Right? We all have that feminine and masculine energy. This is what I was doing for you, Virgo, today, right? Take that time to rest and recover and recoup and prepare for what is coming. What is coming for masculine? What is he preparing for? I do use he, him pronouns, though, for masculine, and she, her pronouns. He's preparing. Masculine, you are preparing for a divine clarity. You are preparing for a divine intervention, but it's given you some sleepless nights. Nine of Swords. This Ace of Swords out here, though, You are definitely feeling it, going through it, as we know. What you don't see, you're afraid. You're cautious about your values, about your stability, and it keeps you up at night. But what you're really thinking about is, how can I prepare? Do I have enough? Do I have what it takes to be this masculine provider and protector for my family? Maybe you're feeling anxious about a family that you have or want to build, but it's not been an easy journey. Look at that. Show up to the arena, Virgo masculine. Whether you are battered, broken, and bruised, you don't have to be perfect in your relationships. You're not expected to be either. Look at him. He's so timid as he's battered. Looking into, it's almost like he's looking into the window of this happy family. Maybe you have been feeling like an outsider looking in, not a part of your family. I saw 3131. Maybe you are feeling battered and broken and bruised by your family. That's what's keeping you up at night. That's what's making you feel very cautious about your pentacles, about your values. But look at this. You have the Emperor showing up. Another Aries energy. So maybe there is some Aries somewhere for someone tuning in. But you are protected and provided for, masculine. You are protected and provided for. It. Look at this. I can't even make this up. The Queen of Wands. Look at all of this energy. The Emperor, the Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, the King of Cups. Excuse me, Virgo, what you are preparing for. Look, I burp, and that is the physical shamanic tendency of releasing fear. I didn't even recognize I did it until afterwards. You are releasing all this fear, all this caution. Once you release it, Spirit is going to bless you with the clarity of all that is entitled for you. You are so royal and divine. You are so strong and brave. You are this wounded warrior. That's why that Four of Swords was preparing you for the battle. That's not going to be easy, but it's going to lead you to your empire. It's going to bring you to a confidence that you did not even know you had within yourself. It's going to connect you. This is going to elevate you to a new soul contract. This is going to mature you emotionally. This is very beautiful. This is very beautiful, Virgo. This is what you have to look for, but you gotta get through this. You gotta get through the anxiety, the mental stuckness, the cautious, and the fear of the pain from your family ship, and then also maybe even the fear of having a family for some. That's a message for someone. Take this as it resonates. Spirit is bringing you, wants you to know that you are okay. Everything is. Everything is going to be okay. You have so much power behind you. You have so much power that is protecting you. I'm actually being called to the deck for Spirit, messages from Spirit. This might be a short one today. Oh, I can't forget our tea formations for you, Virgo. All right, messages from Spirit. Spirit wants you to know, Virgo. Thank you. The Queen of Wands. There's that Queen of Wands energy. Have confidence in yourself, Virgo. You have all the strength within you. This is building strength within you. The Magician and the Page of Swords. You are a master manifester. Have confidence even if you are not feeling perfect. Your spirit is watching you with this Page of Swords. Your spirit guides are watching you, helping you, assisting you to manifest. Allow yourself to receive all the tools and the clarification, the clarity. Everything that's being cut out for you, Virgo, is a divine intervention so that Spirit can help you manifest, the Magician here, everything that you are desiring. This journey that you are taking the leap of faith on. Receive with grace. Study how you can show up. Study your craft is what I'm seeing with this Page of Swords and the Magician. Study your craft. Be a student. Pages are students. You have all the tools within you, but I'm hearing Spirit encouraging you to continue studying. If you aren't feeling confident, I'm hearing Spirit say you don't have to master your craft. You just have to master your confidence with the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands. You don't have to master your craft. Pages are students. They learn. But as you are learning your craft, master your confidence first so that you can show up. Even if you are feeling anxious and in your head, even if you are feeling battered, broken, and bruised, even if you are feeling a bit even foolish because you are taking a leap of faith on yourself, you are making a choice and a bet on yourself, that you have this confidence to know that you are creating something magical and beautiful. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having all these wrong. Queen of Wands, Mercury retrograde. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Two of Cups here underneath that. So, you have a king and a queen. They're not the exact match for each other. They may not be the exact person, like what I'm hearing. They may not be that perfect match that you thought was your match. Maybe they're not someone. If this is a relationship, this is just coming through for someone. Spirit is saying, though, that you are the king and the queen within you. You are the divine masculine and feminine energy of being able to create from nothing and bring it into fruition, manifest it into fruition. That you are able to confidently make a decision that is in alignment with your heart. The King of Swords is the equivalent of the Crown of Swords here in the feminine deck. But if this is a love, because there is oh, that's interesting, the Two of Cups, and I said the King of Cups on accident, but look, the King of Cups is underneath that, so intuitively I felt it. There is a lot of King, Queen energy here. Your energy is regal, royal, Virgo. Okay? You are healing. I'm hearing karmas, and you are hearing healing, breaking karmic. Look at that, Three of Swords. You are breaking karmic ties and patterns and cycles for these kings and queens. Ancestors is what I'm hearing. Maybe you come from a line of literal kings and queens. that were facing karma around their fall of their empire. I'm also hearing being, pulled from your empire, taken. All of those generational curses, all of those karmic curses are coming to an end. Three of Swords for the Three of Cups. Because Spirit is saying it is time to end those to end those karmic ties, to end all of those things that have been oppressing you. That's where that rage is coming from. So that you can come into a celebration for you. I'm hearing your ancestors are kings and queens, and they are watching you, celebrating you. Because you're coming into the sun, the Nine of Crystals and the sun, the Nine of Pentacles and the sun and the Akashic records. Yes. Your truth, your light, you're coming into joy, you're coming into balance. You are coming into stability. You're coming into emotional partnership, a fulfilling partnership with a King of Cups that has emotional balance. Once you cut this cord with this karmic tie, that a soul contract that has expired, make that decision with confidence, knowing that that's going to lead you to this. I'm hearing this miracle. You see how this Two of Cups, how he's holding 2 cups, and then you got the 2 of Cups with it. Lot of full moon energy too. This girl is floating on her back down the river, just allowing herself to be pulled by the stream. Trusting that wherever it's leading her, it's going to take her to emotional fulfillment and celebration with the right people, the right energy, and the right resources. Really beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We're going to go ahead and I forgot to grab. I just got on and was like, you know what? Let me just get started. All right. So I'm going to grab our Tea formations. But like I said, Virgo, as long as you show up, it does not matter if you show up perfectly. It does not matter if you show up late. As long as you show up to the arena, that is your mission. That is the karma that is switching and clearing and ending cycles of oppressing you, that has been holding you back, that has been keeping you from being able to show up fully, that has been keeping you from being able to show up with confidence, that's been keeping you from being able to take these leaps of faith and trust in divine, as it is clearing out everything that needs to be cleared out for you. As you are the magician. You have all of the power within you, and divine is with you working on your behalf. You don't have to master your craft, Virgo. You just have to master your confidence. Beautiful. Tea formations of the night. If you're new to my channel, during our Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, as we're sipping on tea and getting into the tea, I'm going to also pull these affirmations. I call them tea formations that come at the end of the tea bags. And this one first here says, something special is brewing. What did I just say? Something special is brewing. So even if you cannot see it, I'm going to put this on the full card, because even if you cannot see over that cliff, you are trusting in this Ace of Swords, divine, to clear out. There's even that royal crown on the sword, trusting that you are reclaiming your royalty, claiming your throne, reclaiming your crown. I know that's right, with all this king and queen energy. Yes. Activating purpose. That's what you're doing, Virgo. You're activating your purpose. Yes, I'm going to put that on the Magician because that's what you're brewing up. I love this. Something special is brewing with this Magician card and the Fool. Look, settling is not an option. Nope. Nope. I'm putting that on the Crone of Swords. You know this. You know that it's time to make the decision, the final decision. And this eclipse and all these retrogrades are like not going to let you not make those decisions. It will be eclipsed out regardless. But you are protected and provided for. Remember that, Virgo. Today I have grown taller from walking with the trees. I'm going to put that on the Queen of Wands. You don't have to master your craft. You just have to master your confidence. If the trees could teach you something, it's to trust. Trust in this moment. Trust that divine will always bring all the nourishment that you need. In our last tea formation of the night, Virgo, thank you so much for being with me. Trust is the question. Love is the solution. I'm putting that on the Ace of Swords. Trust. Trust that everything that's being cleared out is for your greatest and highest good. Trust that every emotion that's coming up is to be released for your greatest and highest good. Trust is the question. And love is the solution. That's how you're going to get through this, Virgo. I love you so much. I hope that this helped. You can make it. I can make it through the rain. That's what's coming through right now. I can stand up once again on my own. And I know that I'm strong enough to mend. Okay, someone needs to hear some Mariah Carey. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tight into my faith, and I live one more day, and I make it through the rain. Thank you. Thank you for that channeled download, Spirit. I told you sometimes the channeled messages come through song, because music has such a profound universal language. So that was the last message of the night. Song formation. Anyway, I hope that this did help somebody, and if it did, definitely hit that like button so that other people who might need to hear this message can also do the same. If you'd like to be a part of my soul tribe, where we are healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love, definitely subscribe to my channel, Princess Leah 888. If you'd like to follow me over on my Instagram, Princess Leah 888, you can definitely do so. If you'd like to book a personal tea and tarot soul session, you absolutely can do so. My information is in my description box below. And until next time, thank you all so much for being here. I have the utmost faith and respect in you, Virgo. The light within me honors, values, and appreciates and cherishes and adores the light within you. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.